Most people think the amount of money you make determines whether you'll be wealthy or not, but that's only half the story. The real key is what you do at each income stage. The game is played differently depending on where you are, and understanding wealth building priorities as well as money pitfalls in each income bracket will enable you to navigate through your finances with a trajectory of continued growth. You can become easily stuck in your financial situation, continually making money but never getting ahead if you don't apply strategy to your income level. But you're in luck. You clicked this video, and that's what we're going to talk about today. What's up, everybody? I'm Zap Rath, musician and actor turned content creator, and I'm here to help you design a practical and personal money blueprint that provides a sustainable framework for achieving your financial goals. And in this video, I'm breaking down 3 common income brackets in America and the exact money moves that you should be making in each one so that you build wealth and not just earn money. And all I ask in return, as always, is that you hit the like button because that lets the almighty algorithm know that this is a cool video and more people should see it. So just a reminder before we get started here, these are 2025 estimates based on U.S. Census data for single adults. For families with kids, each of these levels would shift about 1.5 to 2 times higher per adult since housing, childcare, and healthcare costs multiply. All right, the first income bracket we're going to talk about is people earning $45,000 a year or less. These are people who are in survival mode and people who are just scraping by, paycheck to paycheck. Lower class and lower middle class households. Maybe you're a service worker, a part-time worker, or just a young person starting out. Your main challenges here are probably at this income stage, you have little to no savings with a deadly combination of high exposure to predatory debt traps like high interest credit cards, payday loans, etc. So just right off the bat, if you have high interest debt, put investing on hold and pay that debt off. The interest rate alone will just kill your finances more than investing will help it. It's one of the worst things in the world, and it will just eat up everything that you're trying to do. Getting in the habit of having financial discipline will help you a lot here, because if you are bad at managing a little, you'll be terrible at managing a lot. So start making budgets, control your spending, save consistently, even if it's $50 to $100 a month. Small changes can make a big difference. For example, if you made it this far in the video, then you're probably enjoying my content. So if you'd like to see more of my videos, a small change like hitting that subscribe button can make a big difference in the growth of my channel and my ability to bring you more financial insights. Now, on the income side, you just kind of have to face the facts here that you might not be earning enough to really get ahead. In fact, you might be pretty good at managing money because you have to stretch so much to make things work every month. So now you just need to prepare and position yourself for higher money-making opportunities. You've got to find a way to make more money, and this is where a lot of people turn to side hustles. And side hustles are okay, but side hustles can be lateral moves, and lateral moves can sometimes be a trap. So prioritize upward moves. You want to make more money in less hours, not the same money with more hours. You're already financially stressed, and trying to do 1,000 side hustles can wear you out even more. Remember, it's not just about the money. You have to take care of your physical, your mental, your emotional, etc. And if you're just working all the time, consumed by just bringing in dollars at the same income level, you leave little room, especially for the mental space it takes for you to really grow. Instead, invest in yourself, develop skills, get certifications, find some way to increase your earning power and your value in the job market. You're under $45,000 a year, so any full-time job making over $21.63 an hour will put you in the next bracket. It's as easy as that. So see what the qualifications are for those types of jobs and get yourself to a place where you can confidently start applying. So that's the strategy if you're in survival mode or just scraping by paycheck to paycheck to get to the next level and change your financial situation. The next income bracket we're going to talk about is people earning $46,000 a year to $70,000 a year. These are people who are in sufficiency mode, having just enough to pay bills with bare comfort, and people who are in stability mode who can meet their needs but also have enough cash flow to save, invest, and build a secure financial future. This is solidly middle class, median income Americans, many dual income households, and other middle class workers. So your main challenge here is probably the rising cost of living, lifestyle creep where you continue to buy non-essentials and comforts as your income increases, and juggling debt repayment with saving for the future. And I've talked about this before, but on top of having expenses, you're highly likely to already have significant liabilities in this income bracket, like credit card debt, student loans, car loans, mortgages, etc. And you really have to make a decision here. Is your money going to go to today's life or tomorrow's freedom? Because the middle class is like a financial fork in the road. And here it's more about lifestyle choice than anything else. Lifestyle creep will lock you into this middle class if you do not choose to prioritize reducing debt and obtaining assets. Because you have more disposable income, you have an opportunity here to either catapult to the next level or live somewhat comfortably where you are. But the problem with staying where you are is that you'll always feel that pull of never enough. You are firmly in the rat race here, and many people in this range are just broke but at a higher level. So without investing, you're only one layoff or one medical emergency away from disaster. So yeah, you're stable, but one bad break can send you tumbling down. Rising cost of living will continue to make the comfortable middle class a little less comfortable all the time. And middle class people can be the most stressed out groups of people you've ever seen. They bought a lifestyle and now they have to continually struggle to maintain that lifestyle. In addition to focusing on debt payoff, another solid strategy here is to start serious retirement investing, like 401ks, IRAs, and brokerages. Another strategy that can be implemented here is taking pressure off of your job earnings by beginning to establish multiple streams of income, like a side business, freelance consulting, and maybe even some small experimental investments like Kraken and Gemini. For example, if you download the Kraken app using the link in the description of this video, deposit at least $200 and trade it for crypto, excluding stablecoins, you'll receive a $75 bonus within 2 weeks just for trying out the platform. And if you download the Gemini app using the link in the description of this video, deposit at least $100 and trade it for any crypto, you'll receive a $75 bonus within 30 days just for trying out that platform as well. So if you try both platforms, a $300 investment can turn into $150 worth of bonus income that you didn't have to go to work for.
Nice.
All right, the third income bracket we're going to talk about here is $71,000 to $100,000 plus. These are people who have reached the scaling level. They can grow, expand, and multiply their income streams. These are also people who have reached the sustainability level, and they can build financial independence, security, and wealth that lasts over time. So these individuals are categorized in mostly the upper middle class, upper class, and affluent income brackets. Now, a lot of people dream about this level, and they think it's a utopian place where nothing bad ever happens. But each level has its own set of challenges, and this level is no different. The main challenges here include tax planning, asset allocation, and avoiding the golden handcuffs, meaning that at this level, you may have an over-reliance on one high-paying job, which can be very stressful and draining on your life. Despite having large amounts of money, your income is not synonymous with wealth. If you're not making money while you sleep, you're not wealthy yet. You want to go from income rich to asset rich. And vehicles like stocks, real estate, and businesses will take you there. People think they can never spend all the money at this level, but it happens all the time. And if you apply a middle class mentality to an upper class income, your lavish expenses and liabilities will also keep you on the hamster wheel here. You actually will probably be tempted even more to buy non-essentials at this level to impress your circle of influence. There are a ton of strategies that can be implemented at this income level because you have so much money to work with. The first thing is understanding that your taxes could actually be your biggest bill, so tax strategy is key here. Otherwise, you'll be losing a ton of money that you could put into other places. You need to understand the tax code and treat taxes like any of your other investments. But instead of maximizing earnings, you're making every attempt to maximize tax savings. Strategies like LLC development, retirement accounts, real estate deductions, and other tax-advantaged investments matter more than cutting costs when it comes to this income level. Second, especially if you have one high-income paying job, it's good to continue to implement strategies that take pressure off of that job. You can keep investing into income-producing assets, real estate, dividend stocks, businesses, etc., and focus on networking and scaling income rather than trading time for money. And lastly, at this level, you have a lot to lose, so it's a good idea to start thinking about protecting what you have. At this level, you can start looking into insurance options, estate planning, and trust funds in order to protect your wealth. So it's not just about the money you make. That's only part of the equation. Each income level has its own set of challenges, and the strategy you implement is crucial to determining your financial future. So if you like this video, click that share button and share it with at least 2 people you think would benefit from learning about the financial strategies they can implement at their income level. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.